It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, dude. 50, 50. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Now.
Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. On the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 15. Check 15.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 180. 51. Drop deep. Let's go.
On first down, it's Conner, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. We got double up. Snickers. Quarter.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
180. 54 miles. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. Check. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Black 20. Bandit. Bandit. Black it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Connor on the toss play. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On the run is Connor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Hoyer. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got it to James White. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Push him back. Push him back.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. 25. Check 20. Pilot, 64. Weak. 2.
From just shy of midfield, Hoyer. It's complete. James White. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On the ground is Michelle. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On 2nd and 7, Hoyer. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
180, Snickers, got a spin. Greystone, travel.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Bring on! Like 5!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, 180.
51, Mike, 51. I got one.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
He's checking. Crash.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
All right, now, black 20.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for... He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run here with Connor. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Black 20. 51 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under a heavy rush, smash, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Run out, 44. Watch the screen.
Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Hoyer. Slant route caught by Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Ready? 5.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hoyer, he's got White here. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cotter. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. What the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Block 80! Block 4. Let's get it together, defense. Let's block it.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Ready? 230.
55. Hey, eat.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alert 3. Shift. No spacing. 77.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Hey, exit.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
80 weapons. Hey, seam 6. 50. Mike 50. Let's get it.
Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A run with counter on 1st down. Going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Jack 16. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made. Passing. They got good.